Here.
Councillor Dunn,
Here.
Councillor Dennis,
Here.
Councillor Woodruff,
Here.
Councillor Campbell and Councillor Holland have not yet connected. We do have one member of the public, Ms. Lundeen, and we also have the information station broadcasting live, I believe on YouTube, is my understanding. So the first item on the agenda are the meeting minutes from the March 13th, March 18th, March 20th, March 23rd, and April 7th meetings.
I move that they be accepted as presented.
Second.
All right, we have a motion from Councillor Woodruff to approve these and a second from Councillor Virtue. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, this meeting, in trying to be a bit brief and because of the challenges of the technology, we've changed up the order a little bit. We will get back to normal meetings starting in March. However, the first item we're going to jump into is discussion items. So the first item is actually the acceptance of my resignation, which is in the packet, effective Sunday night, and the appointment of the Mayor Pro Tem. There is a description in the council meeting agenda in the supplementary packet that states the process for this. Are there any questions on the process? Hearing none, I would propose a motion to accept my resignation. Would someone like to make that?
I move that we accept Dan's resignation as mayor.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion passes. So now we have the filling of the vacancy under Chapter 7, Section 30. The charter states the vacancies in elective offices of the city shall be filled by appointment by a majority of the remaining membership of the council. Since it is less than 8 months before the next election, the appointment will last through the December election. The position, and it actually should be the November election, the position will be on the November ballot along with 3 council positions. The councilors whose positions will be on the ballot will be Councilors Dunn, Dennis, and Holland, along with the mayor's position. The pro tem appointee can run for the position, though if their term were up, they would need to choose whether to run for councilor or for mayor. If the appointee has an unexpired term of office in excess of 2 years and wants to run for the mayor's position, they would need to tender their resignation from the council effective at the end of the calendar year. So, do we have any nominations for Mayor Pro Tem?
I would like to nominate Sue Woodruff.
That was going to be my vote as well.
All right, so Greg, are you seconding that?
Yes.
All right. So we have a nomination from Councillor Virtue of Councillor Woodruff. We have a second from Councillor Dunn. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Susan, you're not opposing it, so.
No, but I didn't vote for it either, so I'm abstaining.
So one abstention, but we do have 4 votes for Susan Woodruff. So effectively, Susan Woodruff, as of the 27th, shall be sworn in as Mayor Pro Tem, term extending through the end of this year.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
Thank you for being willing to serve. All right, the next item that's included as page 2 of the supplementary packet is the revised budget schedule. This is a reflection of the fact that I am just starting on Monday, and we are not necessarily where we want to be in terms of budget completion. However, I would note that we're really only pushing it back a few weeks. And we should be able to meet, even though we were given guidance by the state that allows us a lot more flexibility than this. We should actually be able to meet by the June 11th council meeting, the normal schedule that we would for the budget. Are there any discussion, any questions? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
I move that we accepted the budget schedule as in our packet.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Councillor Woodruff has moved to accept the revised budget schedule in the packet. Councillor Dennis has seconded. Is there any other discussion or questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Okay.
I move that we accept Kitty's resignation and declare an open spot on the planning commission.
And I'll
I'll
second that. I beat you to it, Stu.
All right,
That's
we have
okay.
a motion to accept the resignation and declare a vacancy from Councillor Virtue. We have a second from Councillor Dunn. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion passes. We are going quite quickly. All right. The last piece is we do have a budget committee, and I'm sorry, I screwed up the order of these. I do apologize. That was D. C is the budget committee appointment. We do have a letter of interest. I would say that right now, we had been verbally told that one of the members of the budget committee was going to not be participating. However, he has since kind of recanted. So this would be appointing as an alternate and kind of hopefully encouraging this person to continue once we have a seventh counselor, and that will be a discussion for the May meeting. Encourage this person to still participate. They couldn't vote until we have a seventh counselor, just because we have to have an equal number or at least exceeding in the council. So is there a motion to accept this person as an alternate and pending full appointment?
I have a question.
Absolutely.
There's only 12 on the list. So who is not? So who is it that's going to stay? Are they not on the list?
So the letter that we have in the supplementary packet, I think it was Mr. Snyder who was going to leave, but is staying. And then because I've resigned, we only have 6 counselors, so we have 6 members of the general public. And this is to fill the vacancy from Herman.
Okay, so you're saying we can only have as many members of the public as we have counselors?
That is my understanding, yes.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought it was still 7. All right.
But we would be appointing her as an alternate pending our appointment of a counselor if that's what the council so chooses. Otherwise, she can still participate in the discussion. She just can't vote at the end.
Right, okay. And I did see Mr. Snyder, I think day before yesterday, and he said he was going to participate.
Yes, and he had indicated apparently earlier that he might not be.
Okay.
And then he said no, that he was still going to be participating.
Okay, good. I move that we appoint Joan Krall as an alternate member of the Budget Committee.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion to appoint Joan as an alternate member of the Budget Committee from Councillor Woodruff. And was that Councillor Dunn who seconded it, or Councillor Dennis? I couldn't hear.
Dennis.
I think it was,
All right, Councillor Dennis seconded. If there's no other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
one more question on that. So we usually do not have all the members of the public that show up. So then would that mean if somebody doesn't show up, she can participate?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so she needs
is-
to be prepared.
Yeah, she should be prepared. Even as an alternate, she should be prepared.
All
You
right.
know,
Okay.
it's rare that we get enthusiastic participation in our budget meetings.
Right.
And for those of you in the general public who are listening, these are public meetings that are open. So if you so choose, you may participate as well. Although, you know, some of the discussion will be limited to the members there, other than the public comment section. All right. So the next, we're going to do public comments. Do we have anything that came in through communication from the information station? I'm not seeing any. We did receive a letter from Miss Lundeen to be read into the record. We will send that out to we are going to schedule the hearing for the May 14th meeting so that we can move this process along. We have a very limited remand from Luba to address. And at that point, we will address those concerns specifically and move forward. Is there any objection? Is there any motion contrary to that plan?
None.
Excellent. All right. So without objection, we will schedule that and we will inform Mrs. Lundeen, who is actually on the call, so I think she can hear us, but we'll inform Ms. Lundeen that this is the current plan and proceed accordingly. I do hope, and it is my sincere hope, although it will be, of course, up to the council and the mayor pro tem, that the